Alright, hey, what's going on, everyone? And yeah, today I thought I would just kind of show you the beginning, I guess you could say, stages of the new office games room setup that I'm currently kind of putting together, piecing together here. And yeah, got a couple of new monitors just for this specific purpose. I know in the last games room video that I put up, I had mentioned I was thinking of kind of moving a couple of those Sony Trinitrons from the arcade games room up to my office space. But I mean, honestly, some of those things are just so ungodly heavy, just really not something I really want to be moving around at all. They're kind of in a good position right now, and I like the setup down there. So what I ended up doing was, as you can see, picking up a couple of new monitors, and yeah, you're probably not going to believe how much I actually picked these two up for. Here's the first one. They're both PC CRTs. Here's a Gateway, put the light on it, EV700. Got some Armed Police Batrider running via MAME right now. Got this thing tated, and really just a fabulous picture. And this one's about like, I believe, a 15-inch monitor or so. But yeah, it looks awesome with the scanline filters via MAME OS X applied, and I'm not even using anything more than that, but still looks pretty fantastic, I must say. Give you a brief glimpse at it. My camera doesn't seem to want to focus so much, but you've got my MacBook Pro hooked up to this Gateway monitor via VGA, as you can see there. Here's just some Mayflash arcade sticks, which work really well in MAME. And actually, yeah, the monitor that I was really most pleased about picking up was this one right here. This is a Dell, what is it? I believe it's a D1626HT, and fully equipped with a beautiful Sony Trinitron monitor. I'm sure by now you guys are quite familiar with the fact that, yeah, absolutely love those things. And I have the Xbox 360 right now hooked up via VGA to this thing. Just give you a little look at the picture. What I might end up doing is kind of supplementing this with a SLG 3000 to kind of add some better looking scan lines in there. It still looks actually really nice right now. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up or not. I mean, there are some scan lines present there. They're kind of hard to see through this camera. But yeah, with the SLG, I mean, it will look a whole lot nicer, definitely. I mean, you can see them right there. It's still a pretty nice picture that it's putting out. And actually, I've got this thing. This monitor is kind of interesting because it has RGB ports on the back of it. RGB HV ports, so you know you've got your RGB as well as vertical and horizontal syncs. So like for instance, if you tried to hook up like a 360 via component to this thing, it's just going to sync to green because it's not going to understand that component signal. It's looking for RGB. So what I ended up doing here, and let me see if I can sort of kind of turn this. You might be able to see it, you might not. I've got, there you go, you can see it a little bit. I've got RGB HV BNC cables hooked up to this, so it can take care of that horizontal and vertical sync over there, as you can see. And yeah, I've basically got, let's see here. At the back of the 360, you can see I've got the Xbox 360 VGA cable hooked up to the 360, and then I'm running like a little female to female connector, so I could connect the Xbox 360 VGA cable to the RGB HV cable, which it connects via VGA on this side, and then the RGB B and C cables on the other side. And I mean, this thing also has a VGA port on the back of it, an input. But basically, I've got also my Mac Mini hooked up for MAME through the VGA port. So, yeah, basically this is just so I can kind of have two units hooked up to it, because when you're running the 360 through VGA to the RGB HV, I mean, really, it probably gives you about the same picture quality as just running it straight through VGA. But pretty awesome that this monitor has those inputs on the back of it, so it kind of gives me the ability to have two systems hooked up to it. And I mean, this thing is just an absolutely fabulous looking picture. It's a 21-inch monitor, heavy as all hell, about 70 pounds or so, so quite a task kind of getting it up here, but definitely well worth it. And I'll just set the camera down for a brief moment so you can kind of see what else I've got hooked up to it right now. But here, let's see. Can give you a little view of these badasses right here for a moment. And yeah, just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay, so just kind of switching the inputs. There is no button on the actual monitor itself, the Dell Trinitron, to kind of switch between the inputs, so just kind of setting this other one up really quickly. Okay. Splinter and Donatello for you. But yeah, as you can see now, just via VGA, I'm running the Mac Mini and Mac OS X, and have the scanline filters applied to this, and it just looks absolutely fabulous, I've got to tell you. Just a beautiful monitor, as all Trinitrons typically tend to be, as you might expect. So check that out. Just freaking awesome. Gotta love it. And, yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of, both of these monitors right now, I've just got the audio kind of coming through the actual units themselves. The Mac Mini down here, a little speaker on it, as well as the MacBook Pro. They sound pretty decent. I've got the volume kind of turned down low so you can actually hear me speak at the moment, but I've got a couple of different audio units, such as this Klipsch right here. So I kind of plan on getting this hooked up to these, and I've got another one that I'll kind of hook up to this one, so I can have full glory, all the audio going at one time. But yeah, just kind of wanted to give you a little briefing on the beginnings of the new Office game room project. But yeah, just a little look at how the office games room setup is currently situated. Thought it might be interesting to check out, and you know, I'll definitely continue to provide updates on the setup here as I kind of get things a bit more cleaned up. It's a bit chaotic right now in terms of wires just absolutely all over the places. You might be able to notice. But yeah, really pleased with the, I guess you could say, the preliminary stages of getting this place all set up and situated. Should be a nice second games room setup. Here's just my work PC, my Dell laptop. And yeah, I guess I could show you this too. I mean, I've just got closets all over my house, just absolutely chock full of gaming peripherals and different systems and stuff that I need to kind of go through and kind of find a place for. There's just some old prints from when I was in Japan that I picked up there, so might actually, I don't know, kind of get those set up on the wall in here. They've just kind of been sitting away for quite a long time now, so be cool to make some use of them. Yeah, that's the current office game room setup, and like I said, definitely I'll be posting updates, I would assume in the near future, as I'm kind of getting this place all situated and set up exactly as I want it to be. So thanks for checking out the video, everyone, and definitely be talking to you soon.